Welcome back to automating my outside lights, phase 3. We've gone through phase 1 on what I'm going to do to have everything connect. We've gone through phase 2 of actually wiring it up, and now I have a transformer that when that is turned on and off, it will engage a relay or disengage a relay that will short the two wires together, just as the switch for the outside lights do. And there's a number of different ways that we can hook that all up and make it work. I could have used that relay board on the computer. That gave it away. Could have used the relay board on that computer. I could have used one of those plug-in timers, but instead we're going to use a smart outlet. Why a smart outlet? Well, you know that these things, you can set a timer or a schedule to turn things on and off when you want, and that would all be fine, okay? But it would do exactly the same thing as the, one of those plug-in timer jobbies. But as I had explained in part 1, it's not so much the problem of setting up a timer, it's that the time of year, as the year changes, as the year goes by, 7 o'clock in the summer is not the same as 7 o'clock in the winter. So I found this really cool thing called IFTTT. Stands for if this, then that. So if this happens, then do that. But it doesn't work that if that happens, then do this. So it's only if this happens, you can do that. So what do we base it on? Well, we're going to get to that in a bit. The first thing we need to do is program this smart plug. And it's been a while since, it's actually a shame. It's been a while since China sent me these. This one here is sort of a little bit of a beige color. And I didn't really want to use this, only for the fact that it's like, this is their quote-unquote designer series, and it's kind of a special thing. But I looked through all the other smart plugs that I have, and they're all 15 amp. I don't even need 1 amp for this. I'm switching 6 watts. So it's 10 amps is way overkill. I need China to send me more smart plugs, the little 10 amp jobbies, because these are good for a lot of stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is get the tab belt here. I have the stuff, this Smart Life app loaded. We'll plug in that, and this is pretty standard fare. We're going to hit the plus, add a device, and now I'm going to turn on power to the smart plug. And we'll just leave that for a few seconds here. Okay, the light on it is flashing rapidly. And this is going to be a smart plug, just a Wi-Fi socket right there. And let me enter in the network for a minute here, because that one has to have a password. Here it is. Okay. So, good. We'll go back, put in the password. Okay, reset the device. We're still flashing rapidly. Next, hold the reset button. Next, it's blinking. Next, blink quickly. Connecting. So we'll leave that, and that has to go through, and it probably won't work, although the light on it came on already, so that's a good sign. It might have actually already picked it up. That would be really nice if something, wants to work for a change. This is kind of an old tab belt. It still runs the app, and it can control the stuff that's already set, so I can't imagine why it wouldn't be able to set this up. Something happened. Good. Something good happened. Let's see. Smart Socket 3. Well, we're going to edit that. Take all of that out. and make that outside lights. Done. And hit done there. It's loading, right? We got it's still floating. All right, it's still there. It's a little too quick, but yeah, there it is. Good. Okay, so now we have to automate this, and it's hard to read on this tab belt. I don't know why, but there is a timer here. Which one? This one? That's a timer. I want to schedule. That one? That's random. That one. Here's a schedule. And we can hit add. And now it asks what time, what day, and do you want it to turn on? Do you want it to turn off? I don't want that. I don't want that. We're going to go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Because there's this button. I can't even read it. It says scene. That's what it says. So now this is going to require heavy editing because it has my town name in there. So I don't know what of this you're going to see. I can't handhold it because then what I'm going to blur out is, and it's a whole pain in the dick because I have to add many different to blur it out. So let me get the camera reconfigured here a little better, and we'll try to do this somewhat. So we'll hit scene. And now you see that it says if town name, sunset and sunrise, 15 minutes after sunset. It's built right in to the app. I didn't even know that. IFTTT is great because you can set all this stuff up and make it do that. But then I found that it's just built into the Smart Life app, which I use for all of the Wi-Fi plugs and stuff like that. So, you know, IFTTT is great, but after you set up like one thing, you have to like pay for it. I'm like, what? This is free. It's included in the app. There you go. So we're going to hit the plus. And now, let's see. When weather changes is the first option. Temperature, humidity, weather, sunrise/sunset, or wind speed. You can set stuff up to do anything in that, which is really awesome. So we're going to go ahead and hit, what is that purple light reflecting? That's strange. I see a purple light reflecting off my AC, and I don't know what's purple. Okay, whatever. We'll worry about that another time. We're going to go to sunrise, sunset. And now it has my city. And we're going to do sunset. And we're going to do 15 minutes after sunset. Because at sunset, it's not dark yet. But 15 minutes later, it's getting to that, all right, we really got to go in. It's really starting to get dark kind of thing. Yeah. So we'll hit save. And sunrise, we'll do 15 minutes before sunrise. And I can always change this at any time. We'll hit save. We'll hit next. And it says, if when any condition is met, sunrise and sunset 15 minutes before sunrise, then run the device. I'm not sure how to, I forget how to set the, I'll figure it out. Just give me a bit. Yeah, it was right there. So 15 minutes before sunrise, off, and save. And next. Save that. Automation created, start using it, yes. I guess I got to add another one for sunset. So let me add that. And I know that you can't see anything here, and like I said, I got to blur this out because we got fan torps, air conditioner torps, washer torps. I can't have them come to my door, so I got to block all this stuff out. The little icon that's there is for this new Wi-Fi plug that we have set. All that is left to do is plug in that Wi-Fi plug the transformer into it, and my problem of 17 years is solved. Okay, we're all set. The outlet goes this way. Because of this, I have to plug the transformer in like backwards. It's alright. It fits in nice and tight. Not going to fall out. Everything's good. And after 7, of course, I'll dress the wires and all that later. This is just to show you how I set it up. And after 17 long years of turning that fucking switch on and off, it is as simple as plugging that in. That's it. My problems are solved. Now, it's on now. I still have the breaker off for it, so because it doesn't need to be on yet, we'll turn that on, you know. This was on when I unplugged it, so it's still on, which is good. So it remembers its state. That's convenient. I can turn it on and off here. And now you get 2 clicks, which is cool. So that's awesome. I don't know if you can see the little light on it. Probably not with the light here. But if I shout over across the room, Alexa, turn on the outside lights.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. That is good stuff. Alexa, turn off the outside lights.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. So now not only is this automatically controlled to turn on and off based on sunrise and sunset, so I never ever have to touch it or worry about it, and it will automatically adjust throughout the year. This beats any kind of timer thing that goes in the wall that you could buy at Home Depot or Lowe's, Menards, whatever home improvement center you have. It beats any of those timers unless they have some sort of sunrise sunset adjustment built in, but then still they don't have the Wi-Fi connectivity and stuff like that. So now what happens is when this is on, the outside lights would be on. The breaker is still off, like I said, but in the event that something here fucks up, okay, whatever ends up fucking up, if I want to disable the automation, it's as simple as pulling the plug. The one other pitfall that could potentially, but is so remote of a possibility that can happen, is a relay failure where it gets stuck on. And that will not be addressed in this first iteration of it. When I do it up with an electrical box and that, then I'm going to address that. The idea behind it is, of this Romex wire, I'll put a switch in line with that, as well as a separate toggle switch to disable power from the transformer. I could still unplug it, but if I'm doing it, I might as well do it. So I'll have like a double box, so twice as wide as that, with a blank that I'll drill a hole on one side, and the other will simply be a switch. The switch will be left in the on position, allowing current to always flow. If something fucks up, I can flip that big switch, and the main light switch upstairs will be operating normally as it always did. The little toggle switch will disable the transformer, so this can turn on and off all at once, but will prevent the relay from turning on and prevent the outside lights from turning on. So, like I said, I have a little more cleanup to do. I want to bundle this wire up real nice, tie it up right there, going across, and run some tape around that. But before we do that, let's go hit the breaker. I'll see if I can get around the camera with everything live so you can see if it blows up with me. I know it won't, but we'll try it. Here we go. Okay, get into position, throwing 15 amps. Oh, didn't blow up. I guess I know what I'm doing. Alright, let's go look outside. Now it is raining, so I gotta kind of, let's go try it. The outside light switch is in the off position, but the outside lights are on. That's because the smart plug switch was left in the on position. Let me yell in and have her turn them off. Turn off the outside lights. Turn on the outside lights. Fucking madman, this guy is. Fucking madman. It's done. There's no sense in my waiting around to show you the lights automatically come on. It's going to do exactly what you saw. And now I'm going to show you my tablet with the time, but I can fake all of that. I can set the time manually on the tablet and all that kind of stuff and say, look, it just turned over the time. Look, now it's on, and I can set up a timer for it to do that. So just take it on faith that I'm not fucking around here. It's true, it works. You heard me just yell out to her. So it's voice controlled as well as controlled with the sunrise and sunset like that. So I don't need to worry about it. If I put this switch on, nothing happens. Turn it off, on, off, nothing happens because they are wired in parallel. So there we are. Problem solved after 17 years. My outside lights have finally been automated, and automated in the best way possible where I don't even have to think about it anymore. Until that one random day where I come home and I find out, oh shit, the internet's out, now this won't work. Gotta go in because the camera's blown away and it's raining. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe. I appreciate you watching very much, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.